Hey, what's going on? Kevin John here from ABC 10. We just arrived at the scene. This is right off 193 in Cool, where we were just informed that over 100 acres, a wildfire is burning behind me. As you can see off there in the distance, I'll flip the camera around so you can get a good look at it over there. But off there in the distance, as you can see, there's helicopters up in the air that's dumping water on top of it. We were notified a couple of hours ago. This fire started off, it was about 20 to 30 acres, then went up to 75 acres. Now, I was just told by one of the CHP officers that we're in between 100 to 200 acres. As you can see, there's helicopters in the air right there. They're stopping by a nearby pond right now to fill up on water and drop the water off on top of it. There's also a series of smaller planes in the air, twin engines, but a lot of helicopters in the air, as you can see around, getting to the scene, getting to where the fire is at, to drop water off there. You can definitely smell the fire burning. They have actually stopped. We're maybe about 2 miles down 193 from the beginning of Cool. They actually stopped traffic about 2 miles out. So anyone that is in this area, you're being asked to evacuate. To see a full list of evacuations, evacuation zones, and evacuation centers, you can look on our website, which is abc10.com. But once again, we're here on location. We're right off 193 Country Hills Road, 193 Country Hills Road, right here in Cool, and pretty active scene. I'm gonna turn the camera around again so you can get a look at some of the service vehicles here, helicopters. They're coming around, dropping off water. Obviously, paramedics, a lot of first responders here that are coming through. Pretty live scene. I'm gonna turn this around again. You know, once again, like I said, I was told this fire started earlier, a few hours ago, and within the last few hours, the fire has picked up. It has been burning pretty aggressively. And like I said, I was just told that there was around 100 to 200 acres that are currently burning at this time. But there are a lot of emergency crews out here between fire trucks. There's helicopters in the air. I'm also told too that there's a lot of water sources nearby. So a lot of water sources nearby where helicopters, like the one that you see right there above me, are going to pick up water and drop it off at the fire. So a lot of stuff going on. We're going to continue to keep you guys updated. We're going to continue to get information. I'm supposed to be speaking to a PIO at the command center relatively soon to get another update of what's going on. But once again, just a very active scene out here. A lot of emergency vehicles, helicopters, planes trying to contain this fire. And while we're talking containment, at this time, I'm being told that it's only 10% contained. So throughout the day and hopefully into the evening, that containment number will go up. But just a very active scene here. Let me go up again. As you can see, another helicopter. Let me turn this around so you guys can get another look at what's going on down there. The fire is maybe about a mile away over there, pretty much where you see the helicopters in the air there. And they're just going over there to drop off water on top of the fire, hopefully to try to fight it. And let me just say, another good news is at this time, we are heard there's no reports of injuries or structural damage at this time. So obviously that could change, but at this time we've heard no reports of injuries, no reports of structural damage. Just right now, a wildfire that's burning out there in the distance. So to people that are just tuning in right now, let me catch you up to breast here. We're right off 193 in Cool and Country Hills Road. That's the intersection that we're at. The fire burning is about 2 miles behind me, right down the road, pretty much where you see all the helicopters and aircrafts in the distance there. We're told that around 100 to 200 acres is actively burning right now. They have it at about 10% contained. Obviously, those numbers can change depending on where the fire moves. And all of those things that go into it. But as you can see, they have the road closed off here. They allowed us to get this far, but pretty much any and everybody else had to stop maybe about 2 miles away. And once again, to anybody that's watching this, if you're concerned that this is near your evacuation area, or you may be living in an area that may be an evacuation zone, we have all of that on our website, abc10.com, a full list of all the evacuation zones and places that you can head to, and evacuation centers. There's also one right down the street as well. I'm just going to turn this back around so you can look, just take a look kind of at the situation here. There's another. Now, once again, like I said, I am being told that there are a lot of bodies of water around here. There's lakes, so that's where these helicopters are going. Like this one that you see right behind me right there. They're going to get water, and they're bringing the water from there to drop off on the fire. There's, I would say, probably at least 6 to 7 helicopters in the air right now that are filling up with water, dropping it on top of the fire to hopefully contain it. Let me turn this back around so you can get kind of a look down there. There you go. So you can get kind of a look down there at the helicopters dropping water off. So once again, just a very active scene out here, pretty active situation. You can obviously smell, you can smell it burning out here. Like I said, last check that I got, 100 to 200 acres are burning right now, 10% containment, but there are a lot of helicopters, a lot of emergency vehicles out here right now doing the best that they can to fight the fire, to keep it contained. We're going to get some more information shortly from the PIO and the command center, but once again, I just want to reiterate what I know. 100 to 200 acres burned, 10% contained. Also, there is a full list on our website, a completely full list on our website right now of evacuation centers. If you think that if you live near the Cool area, Auburn area, and you think you may potentially be in an area that is hazardous or that they are evacuating, feel free to look at our website, abc10.com. We got a full list up there with everything, but that's all that we have at this time right now. So Brenda just asked the question. Brenda said, where is this? Brenda, this is in Cool, off 193, right near Country Hills. So this is in Cool, right off 193 and Country Hills. That's where this is located. The fire is a little bit, maybe, I don't know, maybe about 600 feet from here. If anybody has any other questions too, please let me know. Philip says, hey Kevin, hope they get it knocked down. Absolutely, I hope so as well. That's the plan. That's why they have all of these highly trained individuals out here to fight this. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. I will have to leave shortly because I do have to do a live shot for the 5 o'clock and the 6 o'clock. Feel free to turn into the 5 and 6 o'clock news on ABC 10 so I can give you the latest update on everything that's going on. But right now, just again to reiterate, an active scene, 100 to 200 acres burning right now, 10% contained. I would say half a dozen aircraft in the air right now that's fighting it. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see. That's a helicopter, one of the helicopters right there. That's going over there, actively going over there with water, as you can see, to put it out. More vehicles here on the. So once again, I do have to get off of this shortly because I have I have to do a live shot at 5 and 6, but I just want to reiterate, if you live in the Cool area, Auburn area, anywhere, El Dorado County, anywhere in this area, please make sure to check abc10.com. We have a full list up there of evacuations, evacuation centers, and places to go to if you do live in the area. So I highly suggest that you check that. Dina says, I hear planes heading over us. You're just outside Grass Valley. Yes, Dina, we're not that far from Grass Valley as well. So if you live in the Grass Valley area as well, you definitely may want to check up on that. But we have a full list on our website, guys. We just want to make sure that everyone does get out in a safe and orderly fashion. Let's see. Yes, and that's pretty much all that I have at this time. If you have any other questions, feel free to keep the conversation going. I will check this, but I do need to get ready to do a live shot. I'm getting ready to go talk to the PIO right now in the command center, and hopefully I'll have more information for you guys coming up later at 5 and 6 on ABC 10.